Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to my rookie walkthrough video for the Gokasho 9-hole cup. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the shots that I'll use and we'll discuss some of the possible alternatives. Be sure to approach this course with your clubs and your balls in mind and the choices that are going to work for you. This is only a guide and it is not the absolute solution. Also be aware that some of the footage, all of the footage that you see is from my earliest days of Golf Clash playing. So the shots are a little bit less accurate than perhaps you might see me play today, but nonetheless, this is the routes that we're going to take and the information that we need to begin building our notes and getting ready to get those banners. Let's get into it. Welcome to hole number 1, everyone. Here we can play anywhere from, as you can see, a basic ball. I would actually recommend, I think a navigator here would be a good play to get that extra wind resistance on the second shot. I'm playing here with an extra mile and I'm giving it 4 bars of topspin in this crosswind. Just be aware if we have a tailwind here or, just depending on the wind and the reach of your club and the power of your ball, the goal here is to get it down to the end of this first fairway as far as you can safely to set yourself up for a nice second shot. Now, I could also argue it's a bit close to the left-hand side there, but we're at the end of the corner, and it gives us a nice look to the pin. Now, because of the distance of my drive, I'm coming in with a wood club, such as a Viper or a Sniper here. I'm adjusting this shot for 10% downhill, and giving it a couple of bars of backspin with this tailwind here. Again, this is going to be the type of shot where if you have a longer drive, you might find yourself in a maximum long iron situation, or you might find that you can reach up here for the rough bump. There's definitely a few different options and ways to play it. This is the most conservative that you see in the video, but just know that the longer and stronger your drive is, the better your chance to get it in the hole. Hey everyone, welcome to hole number 2. Now this is what I would consider to be a very difficult par 3. The reason for that is all of this uneven landing positions up around the green. I do think if you've got the reach, and of course I've got a par 5 ball here because I came from a par 5. Anyway, you want to bring probably a Quasar, Navigator, or a Kingmaker here. I like the idea of bringing your most accurate long iron, such as a Backbone, and giving it a couple of bars of backspin. Now, I did adjust this shot here at 10%. Went pretty long. Could have used a little more backspin. This is what I'm going to have to work on, so join me in the stream, and we'll figure it out. Hole 3, a beautiful par 5 that presents a very real chance for an albatross as long as we've got the wind working in our favor. Titan ball here with an extra mile. I'm giving this one max top, max left. The idea is here that I'm going to bounce it from this first fairway up over the long rough patch and roll it as far as we can down that second piece of fairway. There is a possible chance to play it on the left side, but I've only ever played it here on the right. Because we've had sensible wins in the past. We're going to have to see what the tournament gives us and do the best we can. 10% was the adjustment here, and as you can see, rolling up nicely here near the little red marker on the fairway. Get a drive distance of 334. I'm setting this next shot up here with a Goliath. Any long iron that has enough reach and a good ball guide here is going to work out well for you. I like to just go with the Goliath until I'm sure that I can get the distance I need on my drive. 10% on the adjustment here. I'm going to give it about 1 bar of topspin. The idea being, of course, line it up, knock it down. But it is a little difficult when you have a lacking ball guide. So, like I said, bring the best possible setup that you have. There's more than one way to get this done. But I know we're going to drop this one when it counts. Good luck with your albatross chance, guys. Okay, hole 4, par 3, I'm certain is the easiest by far of the par 3s in this tournament. So if you're going to direct your energy to any of these par 3s to try to have some semblance of dialing in a drop as close as you can, this is the one I would look to. I'm going to bring here, I've got a basic ball. I recommend a Navigator and a Backbone. 20% on this adjustment here, and depending on how much tailwind, you can see I've got a very low amount. I'm using 3 bars of backspin. If you have a little more, you might need 4, 4.5. It all depends, but this is a very straightforward shot. Bounce it once in the rough, up and in the cup. Good luck, everyone. Okay, welcome to hole number 5. This par 4 can be played, quite a few different ways, actually. I'm playing here a very conservative approach with a marlin, a low-level extra mile, and I'm adjusting this shot 10%. The idea here is that I just want to kind of lay it up to the end of this first fairway and take the safe, non-overpowered approach. I am giving it a little bit of curl here, and as you can see, boom, you get it there and bounce it up. Now, if our first bounce, because of our massively overpowered clubs, ball choices, and topspin, we can absolutely land it where we are here and roll up to the second fairway to give ourselves a short iron or better to the green. However, I'm showing this example here with 3 to 4 bars of backspin and tailwind with a backbone at 10% max, because this is a very safe and smart way to play the hole, especially if you've got those low-level clubs and non-existent ball guides. This gives you a real opportunity to still come in here and get yourself an eagle on an important par 4. But just be aware, this is one of those holes where if you're willing to take a little bit of risk, I do believe there is a reward. So on to hole number 6 we go. This is a reasonably long but very much approachable par 5 if you bring the right setup. I'm coming in here, of course, with a low-level extra mile and a basic ball, max over power, and a little bit of curl. I would adjust this shot at 10%. Now, I definitely recommend in a tournament setting bringing a Titan or even a Zerk, given this max top, max left, max over power, and as much curl as you think you need to safely bring it as far possible down that fairway, because we can really get a nice advantage getting close. However, if this is what you got, you see you're going to come in here with a wood club. I'm setting this one up with 3 bars of backspin. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, depending on the wind. And I'm adjusting this shot here for 10%. Now, my modern level of experience tells me that in a strong crosswind here, I probably would want to add, a little bit more elevation, a little more adjustment to this shot, and I'd like to see that wind arrow waggling a little bit more 1201. However, I know you know these things, and we're working on our adaptability in the tournament game, which is so similar to tour play these days, but I think this overall approach gives us a chance, and we can make this drop. Hole number 7 provides us another very difficult par 3. Initially, it looks quite simple. Bounce it here, bring it up there. Unfortunately, the landing positions you find on this hole are very uneven once again, so I do find that down in front of this front bunker gives me a reasonably consistent bounce that I've had moderate success with. I like to approach this shot at 10% downhill and a couple of bars of topspin. Now, depending on your wind here, that may change and we'll have to act accordingly. But as you can see, we came into this hole with the Titan ball. I would recommend a Navigator or maybe a Kingmaker to knock down that wind. A little more topspin though from that nice consistent landing position, and we got a chance. Good luck, everybody. Welcome to hole number 8. This is one of those par 4s that can be a little bit finicky, but in this 9-hole setting, I think it's going to be really important for us to do our very best to try to get a drop here. I am bringing a Titan and an extra mile, 10% on this adjustment, and I'm giving it max top, max right, and in this situation with this club, it's about half a ball of right curl. You could get away without the right curl, but I find that it's helpful to bring us just a little bit closer to the hole. Second shot here, we're coming in with a mid-distance thorn club. Now, again, talking about Gokasho and these uneven, rounded fairways around the greens, I recommend landing here on the fringe or on the green for a nicer and more consistent landing position. I'm using 4 bars of backspin and adjusting this shot, like I said, 10% mid-distance. I just think it's really important to find that solid landing spot so that we have a more consistent reaction and the ball guide can be trusted, hopefully, just a little bit more. Welcome to the last hole of the tournament. Hole number 9, a par 5 that basically benefits greatly from having high-level clubs and high-level balls, but you're going to see me play it here the very conservative, low-key style with the best extra mile or other driver that you've got. And I've got a basic ball here coming into this headwind. I'm giving it some top spin. But of course, if you have some tailwind, you might want to use a little bit of backspin. Goal being here to bring that ball, as you can see, nicely up to the end of the first fairway so that we set ourselves up for a safe second shot. As you can see, once again, with the level of clubs that I have, there's no real major shot here for me. And again, with the basic ball, so I'm choosing to lay it up. Now, if you had gone and bombed it on the drive and made it out to that second fairway, you would find yourself with a little bit of a rough bump, or at least a very makeable second shot for Albatross. Otherwise, bring it up here like you see, and we're going to do our very best to drop the short iron from distance. I'm bringing the thorn here, and I'm setting this one up with 2 to 3 bars of backspin. Now, as again, you can see the headwind. We may have to use a different amount of spin depending on the wind, but this is something that's quickly becoming very familiar to all players of the game. Couple bars here, and you see with this overpowered thorn club, we're really, just absolutely crushing the competition. And that basic ball, but a nice clean adjustment, set it up properly, you can get the drop. Now, I played this one, I just want to remind you, 10% mid. Good luck, everybody. I hope you have a lot of fun in the 9-hole tournament. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Gokasho 9-hole cup rookie walkthrough video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you have not yet subscribed to Erelic Gaming, subscribe now. Help me reach 5,000 subscribers so that I can give away a couple of iPads. It's going to be great. Good luck, everybody. Have a great time in the tournament.